Meet the secret dealers. Their mission, to make money.
I'll let you into a little secret. I'm actually a real softie at heart.
My business is high turnover, low profit.
My knowledge gives me a real buzz.
Today they place loads of their secret cash bids in 2 homes stuffed full of hidden treasures.
Are you going to put a bid on it?
Yes.
Yes.
Thousands of pounds of their own money is up for grabs.
Maybe you up.
And the homeowners are left facing some difficult decisions.
I'm paying you absolutely top money.
That's my last bid.
Yes or no?
On display on every surface of our first house is a bewildering array of quality jewellery and pottery, and it all belongs to Iraqi-born Layla. When she moved to the UK in 1985, she developed an interest in antiques, and what started as a hobby turned into an obsession.
I used to stay all night till 2 o'clock in the morning reading about antiques, and I do have a bit of knowledge here and there.
She is now hoping all that research is going to pay off.
I have to sell some of my collection because the house needs a lot of work and I have to raise some money.
Amongst the beautiful and valuable objects Layla has acquired over the last 30 years is an 18-carat gold brooch with an extremely fine enamel portrait. And an extensive collection of British studio pottery, including this bowl by Janet Leech. A major name in post-war pottery and wife of Bernard Leach, the most important and influential potter of the 20th century. Just the sort of thing to really excite secret dealers Mike, Simon and Karen. They're loaded with cash and ready to buy.
Age before beauty.
Well, well, well.
Who fancies where?
What have we got in here then?
Wow, it's all laid out and I don't even have to rummage. This is a real treat.
The secret dealers know nothing about this house or the person who lives here, and they only have 1 hour to make secret bids on the items they want while Layla is away.
Hang on. What have I found over here?
And Simon is quick to spot Layla's collection of Scandinavian silver and enamel brooches.
Now, I buy quite a lot of these because I go to Scandinavia quite a lot. Most important thing with any enamel jewellery is the condition. Once the enamel is damaged on these items, it's really, really difficult to sell them. So we've got a little Norwegian silver one there. Denmark silver, expensive. Oh, well, that's a bit of a fright, but never mind.
Yeah, I think Layla's trying to tell you something there, Simon.
But it's a nice little collection. They're all in very good condition. So I'm going to leave 1 bid for all of them.
Enamel jewellery is a passion of Layla's, and Mike has found another enamel brooch, but this time on 18-carat gold.
Now, this is quite pretty. It's probably late 19th century. No, I'd say that was 1920s thinking about it. There's no marks on it as such. Right, here we go then. What would I pay for that?
Well, a lot, hopefully, Mike. While the boys are keeping busy sizing up the jewellery, upstairs Karen's discovering Layla's also been investing heavily in silver.
ST925. Well, that tells me sterling 925. So what I'm going to do is come back because our Simon's got some scale. I'll get him to weigh it.
This candelabra doesn't have a typical English hallmark, but a 925 stamp means it's 92.5% pure silver, just like all British sterling silver. Meanwhile, Simon's downstairs bidding on Layla's gold. Amongst it is a stunning Victorian locket.
Very pretty. locket here. We've got this sort of star shape in blue enamel, and then inside that we've got these sort of graduated seed pearls. Can't find a hallmark on it, of course, but I'm satisfied that that is at least 15 karat gold. It might be possibly hallmarked inside, but I can just see from the quality of the item that it is a gold one. My bid for the locket.
So far, the boys have had the jewellery to themselves, but they better watch out, as here comes Karen.
Wow, look at this. Your cards are everywhere.
There's certainly no missing Mike's bids.
Look at how superb that is.
And the first piece Karen's picked out is the golden enamel brooch he likes so much.
I can see from the colour of the gold it's quite a high carat. Now that is actually a famous painting and they've copied that in the finest enamels. I really like your bid, that is.
Now, while there is plenty of bling to dazzle the secret dealers, one of the most valuable items in the house is a very unflashy bowl. It's by famous 20th century potter, Janet Leech.
And we've just got a little monogram there at the bottom stamped, which is JL. I think Janet Leech was Bernard Leach's wife, but I know it's definitely another Leach anyway, so I'm thinking it was his wife. I think these are pretty good investment pieces. I think they've got a value right now in the market, but I think the value might increase. This is a bit of a shot in the dark, so I'm not really sure what it's worth.
This is more Mike's area of expertise as he collects studio pottery. But Simon, well, he thinks he's onto something. Mike, in the meantime, is having a go on Simon's patch, the 6 Scandinavian silver and enamel brooches.
Eric Magnusson. Daniel Jamak. I wouldn't know Daniel Jamak if he smacked me in the mouth from 2 feet. But somebody, very cleverly at a high temperature, has fired in these colours. I haven't got a clue what they're worth. I'll probably get complete and utter egg on my face, but listen, if I knew everything, I wouldn't be here, would I? I'd be in Barbados.
But with unusual and distinctive antiques, the secret dealers often have to rely on their gut instinct when placing a bid. When it comes to some silver items, well, it's a lot easier.
I am pricing this purely on the weight because there's no way on the earth I could ever sell that as an article.
Simon's weighed the silver candelabra Karen wanted to bid on, and it's 19 ounces.
19 ounces of standard silver.
With time running out and so much to look at, the dealers are under pressure.
Time's running out and there's a whole table of jewellery I haven't priced yet. A very pretty little brooch here.
Luckily, he's seen Layla's gold and enamel brooch, which Mike and Karen have already bid on.
I like that. I think it's very, very nice.
And Karen has found the gold seed pearl locket.
I think that is beautiful.
With Mike having bid on it as well, it's another item we could see a bidding war on.
There we go.
Now, Mike is a keen buyer of studio pottery, so what will he make of the bowl Simon has already bid on?
Right, so now look, it's got a mark here. I'm pretty certain that's a mark for Leach and St Ives. It's not Bernard Leach. I wonder if it could possibly be his wife. Well, there's a quandary. Well, I'll have a punt on that. I don't know if I'm doing right or wrong.
We'll find out how much Mike is prepared to pay shortly. There's still just time for Karen to up the ante on the Scandinavian enamel jewellery.
But I'm going to put a group bid on that lot.
But in the end, Mike proves it's not just about looks, it's about the money.
That is not an object of beauty. That deserves to go. But I mean, that's horrible.
I'm not sure what Layla would say to that, Mike. And that's it, time's up. Coming up, there's a big cash surprise for Layla.
Thank you, God.
And it's all-out war for her gold and enamel brooch.
I'm going to try really hard to buy that.
She means business, but
I might be able to stop them.
And more.
I hope that's enough to tempt you because I'd really love to buy it.
The dealers have had a field day bidding for Layla's wonderful antiques, from exquisite jewellery
Very pretty little brooch here.
I'm going to try really hard to buy that quality.
to rare pieces of studio pottery.
I'm definitely interested in that. That is me.
This could be fun.
But Layla won't be a pushover.
They have to pay me a lot in order to say yes.
She will also have the independent valuer on her side, whose secret valuation only she will get to see.
Were you to accept our highest bids, this is what you could take home with you today.
Thank you. Oh my, thank you, God.
Well, Layla, we don't know what's written, so...
It's £5,975.
Now, that is a lot of money, isn't it?
I'm so happy. It's a very, very, very good offer.
We'll have to try and do some deals now so that we can try and spend that £5,975 with you.
Thank you.
First up, it's the Scandinavian silver and enamel brooches all three dealers have pinned a bid on.
Commercial bits, enamel silver, can't go wrong.
I've been buying those brooches for years and years.
I think those are quite in at the moment. I'll be having a pop at those.
Now, are these something you've collected yourself?
Yes, because I myself, I like enamel and silver, and the Scandinavian join those together.
And my price for these would be £240.
My price for these is £200.
Well, Layla, my bid is 310.
Well, I'm going to have a look at what the independent valuer said.
Karen's by far the highest bidder, but even she is well short of the independent valuation. Will Layla be able to persuade them to increase their bids?
All those offers, they come very low to what the independent valuer.
Would you allow me to own them for £340 and I'll dismiss the fact I can buy them in Scandinavia for a lot less money?
But you have to pay for a ticket to go and accommodation.
Oh, you're bad.
Absolutely, and it's expensive. I think that's a very fair offer from Mike and Karen, incidentally. And in this instant, I'd like to rule myself out.
I'm going to go to 350, Layla.
I'll go another tenner, 360.
370, Layla.
I don't know what's on that thing there, but for the sake of a tenner, 380.
Do you want to share it with us at this point?
Oh.
390, that's my last bid.
Well, Layla, for a tenner. Can I buy them for 400?
Yes.
Oh, thank you very much. We have a deal.
Enjoy.
Mike spotted a weakness then, went straight in at 400 and got it. Let him have them, 400, that's enough.
I'll make profit out of them if I've got to.
I hope he would enjoy his holiday in Scandinavia.
That Layla, she's a cool negotiator. I think we're going to have our work cut out here.
Layla certainly kept Mike and Karen guessing on those. Next, it's the Victorian gold and seed pearl locket, which again, all three dealers have bid on.
And I'm loving that, really going to go for that.
Be well pleased if I can take that home with me.
I bought this one from a dealer who retired.
Well, I think we all like it, don't we?
Definitely.
I might as well show you my price because it's probably less than you paid. £121.
A lot less than...
A lot less than you paid then?
I paid.
I don't know whether this will be enough to show you a profit. £275.
Layla, I can't believe Simon and I are so close. £260.
I'd like to check the independent valuer.
Of course.
I'm a bit disappointed because...
It's not high enough.
No.
Layla's getting the hang of this game. Simon's made a good offer, but she's looking for more, and as Mike doesn't want to raise his bid, it's now down to Karen to up her offer.
285, Layla.
Right. I also think it's one of the nicest things. I mean, I can't say that I would wear it, so I can't compete with Karen there, but I have a lady at home that might. And I'd be prepared to pay you £310 for it.
320, Layla.
£350.
360, Layla.
No, I think it's worth more than that price.
Would £385 buy this locket from you today?
If you increase it to make it a round figure,
£390.
a round figure.
That is a round figure.
400 then, Layla.
But Simon wants to take it to his lady.
405.
Then he'd better take it to his lady.
Would you go a bit better than that?
I can see you're really struggling with this, aren't you?
Yes, I am struggling.
£410.
Yeah, I'd like to sell it.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you. And I hope your lady would enjoy it.
Of course, I did buy the gold locket for my dear lady indoors.
Simon, if that's on your pitch on Tuesday, you're in big trouble.
I paid £229, so I made a very good profit.
That's a brilliant result for Layla, and with the dealers paying top prices, she's been keen to sell. Karen bought an Iraqi gold heart-shaped pendant for £390. Simon paid £410 for a golden seed pearl bangle, while Mike forked out £155 for a Moorcroft box and cover. And as for the silver candelabra, which none of the dealers liked, she pushed Simon all the way up to £260.
Would you sell it to me for that?
Yes, I would.
Well, thank you very much indeed.
Next, it's the large ceramic bowl by post-war studio potter Janet Leech. And Mike, well, he's ready to put up a fight for this one.
I'm definitely interested in that. That is me.
I'm going to give him a run for his money if he does. I like it.
They have to pay me a lot in order to say yes.
How long have you owned it?
I must have owned it about 14, 13 years.
Sure. Let us see if we can buy it.
Well, I shall reveal my bid. £120.
£195.
What does our independent valuer make of it, Layla?
Mike's made a reasonable bid, but Layla now knows how to get the best price out of the dealers.
This much higher than that.
Well, Mike has turned me into a big Leach fan,
Yeah,
so I'm immediately going to say £250.
If I offered £310, could we have a deal?
It would depend if I want to come back, I think, Mike.
Let Simon come back.
If he thinks it's worth £310, I think it must be worth £350.
Would you take £350, Layla?
No, because I think this worth a few hundreds.
Would £400 buy it? Now that is a few hundred.
I really like it, but there's a limit to what you can pay for something, and I'm going to count myself out.
Because it was an expensive piece.
Yeah. I'm probably paying you market value, absolutely top money.
I really think it's a beautiful piece. But I will accept your offer.
Thank you very much, Layla. I've never owned a piece of Leach pottery in my life. So now I've got one, haven't I? Yahoo! £400 for Mickey.
I think in the end, she's probably got a very good price for it.
That's another amazing cash sale for Layla, and it's not over yet. Last up is the early 20th century golden enamel brooch all the dealers loved.
Oh, now that is a stunning piece. I'm going to try really hard to buy that quality.
It's a nice item. I'd like to own that.
It has to have a very high offer to let me sell it. And I saw this, and I thought, I love it.
Is it something you would part with?
If you give me the right offer, yes, I would sell it.
So here we go. I've offered £210 for it.
Well, I've offered you, Layla, for your brooch, £325.
All right.
And Layla, I'm piggy in the middle because I've offered 310.
It might be a good time now, Layla, to look at what our independent valuer thinks the item is worth.
All right, let me see how much you think.
Simon's offer is a good one, but so far Layla's proved an expensive nut to crack.
Well, somehow the independent valuer value it between you and more.
OK, so in other words, this is near the lower estimate.
Near the lower
You're right.
estimate.
So my price
It's very...
is no good.
Maybe you up?
Yeah, sure. Firstly, I didn't realise that was 18 karat gold. So if you don't mind, Layla, what I'll do, I'll offer for you £330.
£5 only.
At this moment, Layla. Hey, I tell you what, you're good at this.
Karen.
345, Layla.
Well, let me see.
Well, I think it's a lovely brooch. I love the enamelling, which is why I would like to offer you £375 for your brooch.
Now, I might have started low, Layla, but I'm quite prepared to offer you £380. You know that £5 you were grumbling
Another
about?
£5?
I know, but
It adds up.
it's going up.
390, Layla.
She means business, but Simon?
She likes
So
it.
where'd you go? Gone to £390. I'd like to own this, Layla. I've got a lot of competition here today, though. I think if I said £420, I might be able to stop them. 420.
Do you know that famous sale of yours? Only £5. I'm going another £5, 425.
430, Layla.
There's a bit of a battle going on here, Layla, isn't it? They're determined, aren't they?
The £5 battle.
The £5 battle. And as much as I love it, I think Karen has offered you a fantastic price for it today. So I'm going to rule myself out.
Well, I'm going to bow out now and let this young lady here own the brooch, if that's okay with you.
Yes, absolutely.
So, Layla, £430 is on the table from me. I hope that's enough to tempt you, because I'd really love to buy it.
I love it, but I think it's a fair offer and I will accept it.
Really? Oh, lovely. Thank you very much. I never mind putting loads of money out if it's quality, and that brooch was just fabulous quality. Whether I paid too much, hopefully not, but we'll find out, won't we?
In total, the secret dealers bid nearly £6,000 of their own money on Layla's collection. She didn't say yes to all of their bids, but she pushed them up on others. So how much cash will she be pocketing?
I don't know how you've done it. I think you're going to be surprised with how much money you've got. But in my hand here, from us three dealers, is £5,855.
Thank you very much.
Well done.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bread and cheese all week then, is it, boys?
Well, it's
Bread and
been a
cheese,
pleasure
good
getting
as that.
robbed by you, Layla.
And I'll take
Coming up, in the next house there's fun and frolics,
Morning, Mrs. Brown.
Can I give you half a
crown for that big old Canton vase?
but when it comes to the bidding, there's serious cash on the table.
I really expect him to push me all the way.
£2,220.
Just for that reason, I was going to maybe stop, but I'm not now.
I wasn't expecting that much.
The secret dealers have just spent nearly £6,000 in the first house. The antique-loving Grant is hoping that will be chicken feed when they come to see the collections he has to sell.
I've been living here for 3 years with my partner Russ, and we're looking to sell the collectibles around our house because we need the money for a civil partnership next year and a house deposit if we get that bit more money.
Grant's pinning his hopes on recouping the thousands of pounds he's spent collecting gold coins, including full and half sovereigns, and a giant South African gold Krugerrand. But his most treasured possessions are a collection of medals and a rather special biscuit that belonged to his great uncle who fought and died in the First World War. But our secret dealers believe there's nothing money can't buy. And ready to lay their cash on the table are Mark, Tim and Simon.
Come on, lads, come
Here
on.
we go.
Let's do it.
Let's see if there's anything in the drawers. Oh, that's unusual.
Yes, it is. And Mark's the first to discover Grant's coin collection.
Ah, somebody's been buying coins. Oh, I found something I like. I hope this is filled with the coins. Ah, they're half missing.
This is a limited edition gold and silver coin set issued to celebrate the coronation of Edward VII. But unfortunately, half the coins are missing.
Whoever was to buy this set would probably do one or two things. Would break it to use these into another set, or to find the £5 and the crown and the other pieces that are missing and put them into here to complete this set. But what's nice, it is the original box. And if we look on the front there, Edward VII, 1902. A lot of gold sets were issued for the year the monarch came to the throne. The rarest set, and probably the best set ever made, in my opinion, was the Queen Victoria set, which was called the Una and the Lion set. On today's market price, I would expect a good Una and the Lion set to be worth between £70,000 and £80,000.
While Mark's working out what to pay for this coin set, upstairs Simon and Tim are having a completely different sort of workout.
Should we do the antique dealers? Yeah, let's do it, Simon.
On three.
On three.
1, 2, 3.
Good morning, Mrs. Brown.
Can I give you half a crown for that big old Canton vase?
What are you doing upstairs?
We can't find any antiques, you know.
We'll amuse you with a song.
Yes, well, let's hope they find some antiques soon then.
Oh, look what I found, Tim. You're going to love this.
Yeah, but Simon,
It's like
we want antiques.
Meanwhile,
You know what,
I
I think
haven't
we
left a bid yet.
No, nor have I. I think we might need to go downstairs.
Well, this pair of gold diggers won't be disappointed when they see what Mark's unearthed. He's sitting on a large hoard of gold coins that the homeowner Grant has been investing in, which includes 10 half sovereigns and 4 full sovereigns, which are all 22 carat gold. And there's also an unusual American gold coin, which is 50% pure gold.
So I've worked out the price for the sovereigns and the halves. I'm just going to bring this one into the equation now, the American one, to give me a price on that. Okay, so what I've done now, I've grouped those together and made a bid for those.
Meanwhile, Tim and Simon have discovered something that's a lot more difficult to place a value on. A set of First World War medals that were awarded to Grant's great-uncle.
Here you see as well, this is the death
I've
plaque.
seen that. I've seen them before.
So this was given posthumously.
Oh, God.
So the family would receive this, and that's his name on there.
Is that
Now,
just for the First World War or the Second World
This
War?
is for the First World
Yeah.
War, yeah, the Great War.
Because one of the few things I do know, if I think I'm right, is that First World War medals are personalised.
Yeah, they are.
And Second World War
If we have a
medals
look around
aren't.
these, Simon, can you see there, Neil?
I just don't know much about medals.
I am going to leave a bid on these, Simon.
OK, Tim. I think I might go see if I can bother Mark.
These medals are part of Grant's family history, so can Tim come up with an offer that will tempt him to sell? Grant certainly doesn't have any sentimental attachment to the gold he's invested in. Amongst his collection of coins is a South African Krugerrand.
This is 1 ounce of fine gold. So if we put this on these scales, that should say 31.1 grams.
No, that's not correct. Because a Krugerrand actually weighs more because it's not made of fine gold.
Oh, it's 22
It's
carat.
22 carat. There is actually 1 ounce of fine gold contained in it.
In the 34 grams.
In a 34-gram coin, which is
Right.
22 carat. It's correct.
Got you.
22 carat gold is only 92% pure or fine gold. The remainder is copper or silver, which makes the gold harder wearing and better suited for jewellery or coins.
That's my bid for the Krugerrand.
Oh, I haven't done the Kruger yet. I forgot about the Kruger.
Are you going to put a bid on it?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, silly question really, Simon, as Mark and Tim are very competitive gold buyers.
Simon, could you put that bid with the Krugerrand for me, please?
Certainly.
Right. Gentlemen, I'm going to go and have a look at these medals.
While Mark heads off to start a war for the medals, Simon and Tim continue the battle for the gold. All three dealers have now bid on the 1902 Specimen set of coins. And next in Tim and Simon's sights are the collection of full and half sovereigns.
Do you know this, Simon, about the rare sovereign?
No, I don't know anything about sovereigns apart from
The abdication one.
Oh, I suppose it would
For
be.
Edward VIII.
And so is there a huge premium on that then?
Massive premium, yeah. £200 to £250 abdication one, £200,000.
You're joking.
Yeah.
There's not one in there, is there?
No.
That makes a hat-trick of bids on the sovereigns, and while Mark is making an offer for the medals, Tim thinks he's found a portrait that will make the medals worth a bit more.
I am convinced that that is the young man whose death plaque that is.
And in the dying minutes, Tim and Mark make a dash to up their bids.
What a great survival that this has remained in this family for nearly 100 years. What a wrench. Will he sell that?
That's time up, but Simon's just made a fascinating discovery.
I think it's a biscuit. You're something country need you, and this is how they feed you. Oh, wow. I wonder if this is the same gentleman that with the medals and everything. This is a biscuit that probably came from his rations and was probably sent back to his family, but I think it's a nice sort of opposite, if you like, to the sort of despair of war. They could still raise a smile and even give up a bit of their meagre rations just to send it home to show how things were. So every picture tells a story.
Coming up, there's a huge cash offer on the table.
It's a lot of money.
And in the battle for the sovereigns, the bids go through the roof.
£2,240.
In Grant's house, the secret dealers have been on a gold rush.
Are you going to put a bid on it?
Yes.
Yes.
But if they want to buy, they're going to have to dig deep.
I really expect him to push me all the way.
Without a doubt, he knows to a penny what this stuff is worth in this house.
Helping Grant to squeeze every last penny from the dealers is the independent valuer. But only Grant will get to see what he thinks.
I'm no pushover. If they offer me a not very good price, I'll tell them that and make them bid higher.
Looks like the dealers won't be buying anything cheaply today.
In this envelope is the amount of money that you could make if you were to accept our highest bids today. So I'd like to give you that.
Okay. £5,810.
Ooh.
It's a lot of money.
Right, should we go and do some deals?
Yes.
Great.
Let's hope Grant's still smiling when he sees the dealer's offers. First up, the incomplete 1902 Specimen coin set.
Which has got a £2 coin, a sovereign and a half sovereign. It looks to me as if the silver coins have been added later to it as well.
No disrespect to maybe Tim and Simon, but I don't think they will know the value of the coins because these are above the scrap value.
But of course, they've got to have it off me at the right price.
Is it something that you've purchased or have you had it handed down to you?
I purchased it with a few less coins than that, and I put a few more into it.
So what you actually added to it?
The 3 silver ones at the bottom.
And they're slightly different. I don't know if you know, because it's supposed to be a matte proof set.
Oh, right.
And every one of the coins issued in there would have had a matte finish to it.
OK.
The silver ones are not actually matte proof.
OK.
What do you think? Should we?
I think we better reveal our bids.
Yeah.
Go on then.
My bid is £820.
Mm-hmm.
My bid, Grant, is £755.
And my bid, Grant, is £960.
Nah.
I think Grant knows exactly what he wants from him, to be honest with you.
Well, I think you know what you've paid for them and you're looking for a profit, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, I can see.
Are you in a profit, Grant?
I couldn't tell you.
Wonder what our independent valuer thinks they're worth in today's market.
Mark's made a very strong bid of £960, way over the top estimate of the independent valuation, but it's still not enough for Grant. Simon decides to drop out of the bidding. Can the other dealers be persuaded to up their offers?
£970.
You gonna go any more?
£975, Grant.
A bit more. Close as you can to the 1,000. Come on, Tim.
No.
No.
No. It's too much.
Mark, you gotta match my £1,000 I want.
I'll give you £980 for it.
980.
£980, but that allows me a little bit of petrol money to drive around and see if I can find the coins to bring this specimen set back to its original state.
It's as close as I need it to be, yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah? We
Yeah.
got a deal?
Yes.
Great,
got a
thank
deal.
you very much indeed, Grant.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mark bought my coins for £980, which is nice, tidy profit for me, because seems I only paid £750.
£750. The guy's got a good profit there, but never begrudge a man a profit.
I think that Grant, he looks like butter wouldn't melt in his mouth, but he is shrewd.
Well, if the coins are anything to go by, the dealers will have to dig deep for the next item. A 22-carat gold South African Krugerrand.
I know Tim is going to push me all the way on the Krugerrand.
But I want to make a profit on it if I buy it.
Tell me, how did you come by it?
I bidded on it on the internet
Right. And how long ago was that?
about a year and a half ago.
Well, I'm willing to get this started, Grant, and my bid is £950.
Okay.
See? And my bid for your Krugerrand is £980.
Okay.
And my bid for your Krugerrand is £985.
Now that's how close it is.
Yeah. I'll see what the independent valuer thinks.
All three dealers have made good, close bids, but which of them wants it the most?
I'm going to rule myself out, I'm sorry.
Already?
I think that's a fantastic bid at the moment.
Okay.
I'm going to say one price, and if Tim wants to give you any more, he can. So I'm going to offer you £1,000, and that's me finished.
Okay. Come on, Tim.
I'm out. I can't match £1,000.
Okay.
So the offer on the table is £1,000. Grant, yes or no?
Oh, it's a yes.
I thought it might be. Thank you, Grant. Thank you.
You did pay quite a high price, really. I wasn't expecting that much.
I really, really hope the gold value is going to go up. If not, there could be a few problems.
That's another great result for Grant. So when it came to his great-uncle's medals, would the dealers be able to offer enough to tempt him to sell?
My bid is £300.
For that money, I prefer them to go to the museum.
Finally, it's the collection of 4 full sovereigns, 10 half sovereigns, and an American gold coin.
The sovereigns and the halves, I'd like to really buy those if I could.
If anything, I would like to buy those.
I'm looking for a good price on them.
Can you tell me a little bit about how you got these?
It was about 3 years ago. I was just buying them probably about once a month.
Wonder if they've been a good investment.
I think they will have been a good investment.
And the only way to find out is for us, I suppose, to reveal the bids.
For your collection of coins, Grant, £2,200.
Okay.
Well, I thought your collection of coins, Grant, were worth £1,999.
Another precise one there.
Very precise. I just wanted to get them under 2,000 if possible.
And mine was £2,105.
Okay. So, I just want to check this.
Tim's bid is £100 over the top estimate of the independent valuation. Simon decides he doesn't want to pay any more, so it's a battle once again between gold warriors Mark and Tim.
So, do you want to beat Tim's offer?
£2,210.
Tim?
£2,220.
Okay. Mark, we've got to go a bit more?
£2,225.
In for a penny, in for a sovereign. £2,230.
Give me a minute here, the mind's ticking over.
Might take more than a minute then, Grant.
Oh, he's so nasty, Grant, isn't he? Just for that reason, I was going to maybe stop, but I'm not now.
Good.
£2,235.
Thank you.
£2,240.
Okay.
£2,250.
It pains me to say this, but
He's beating you, hasn't he?
I'm out.
So, £2,250 for the sovereigns,
Yep.
the halves, and the little American gold coin.
Yep.
Have we got a deal, Grant?
We have indeed.
I thought we might have some help. Thank you very much. He knew I really wanted those, so right to the edge, right to the penny again.
But at the end of the day, we are here to make a profit, and I think Mark's philosophy is that we're here to break even.
Well, one person who has shown a decent profit today is Grant. But just how much of the dealer's cash will he be pocketing?
You've been a real tough nut to crack today, but reluctantly, I've got to give you £5,535.
Thank you.
That's a lot of money.
Well, I'll be spending this on my house deposit, I think.
The dealers have certainly splashed the cash today. Between them, they have spent over £11,000 of their own money.
Thank you.
I think I might have got slightly enthusiastic.
Please, gold, go up.
But so far, Mark is the only one of the secret dealers to have made any return on all that investment. And even he has only been able to make £120 on some of his gold buys. So today's winners are the canny homeowners who negotiated hard.
Maybe you up.
Boy, she gave us a hard time.
She would be a great poker player.
I didn't think that I even would get half of that.
And made handsome profits on the items they owned.
I've made a nice tiny profit, so I'm glad I did it.
Even the secret dealers don't always get it their own way.
There's always another day.
Let me in the next house.